All right, we are back to this Viking Model 10M. Again, an amazing machine born back in 1935. If you've ever seen us sew this stuff before, this is canvas binding tape. It is unbelievably strong for its thickness. I could tell you that, but let me show you. You could tell how much pressure, you can see the wrinkles on there from me yanking on it. That stuff is not going to give. And that should tell you right away that this stuff is very difficult to pierce. 1 or 2 layers of this would be enough to demonstrate the strength of this Viking. But you know what? As I serviced this machine and ultimately tested it, that would be an absolute insult to this machine. So we're going to do a total of 12 layers. We're starting right there with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 layers of this canvas binding tape. This is not a normal type of textile material, and look at the thickness of that. You already saw the tensile strength by me yanking on it. I'll tell you one thing, for us to be able to go through 12 layers of this, it first of all talks about the way we service our machines, and it talks about the amazing strength of this machine. Again, a 1.5 amp original Swedish motor. Follow me down to the needle and watch what this machine does. And also for you quilters and other folks out there concerned about clearance underneath the presser foot, look at that. That's 12 layers of canvas binding tape, and we still have a ton of space underneath that presser foot. All right, here we go. 12 layers of canvas binding tape. I was still very, very good. Honest to Pete, if you could see how conservative I am on that presser foot pressure, excuse me, on the foot control pressure, how much I'm putting down, you'd be amazed how much power there is left in this machine. And yet look at the quality of that stitch and it going through 12 layers of this green tape, this canvas binding tape. Turning it to the side, look at again the thickness of what we just went through. Can you believe it? And then as I turn it around, look at that lock-in stitch. You know what? When you're going through material as thick as this, as difficult as this is to pierce, the way to tell a machine that's really got that reserve of power and has been serviced as well as this one has been is that lock-in stitch. The top stitch on most machines, you can get away with fooling people if that machine isn't properly serviced or if it's not as strong as you say it is. You can't fool people with that lock-in stitch. And that speaks louder than words when you look at the quality of that. Again, we're looking at 12 layers of canvas binding tape, and this Viking went through it like it was nothing.